start with a real stunner. A new video just into our newsroom shows the moment two women fighting in the roadway. And we're not going to show this part of it, but they were hit and killed by a car. Yeah, you'll see here just the moment the car approaches them. Again, this is on Cullen, southeast side. We paused it right there just to not show you the moment of impact. This happened very early this morning, southeast side of Houston, the Sunnyside area. Jade Fleury, she's been working this story all morning long. She's live there in Sunnyside on Cullen. Jade, manhunt underway for the driver who obviously we saw with this video just took off.
Yeah, that's right, you guys. Houston police are searching for that driver in a red sedan who hit and killed the two women who were fighting in the middle of Cullen Boulevard here. And we do have surveillance video from the convenience across the street that shows the whole incident caught on camera when it happened around 3:30 this morning. The surveillance video shows the women, one believed to be in her 30s and the other believed to be in her 50s, fighting on the side of the street before that fight spills over into the middle of Cullen Boulevard. They wrestle for only about 37 seconds before a red car runs them over and drives away without rendering aid, both of the women dying at the scene.
I don't know what path these people took in life to end up dead on the street like this, or why they got in a fight at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's sad. You know, these people have families that care about them. They have people that will miss them, and they're gone.
Again, investigators are working to find and identify the suspect in this hit and run. If you guys have any information, you're urged to call Houston Police. Reporting from Sunnyside, Jade Fleury, Fox 26 News.
There has been a significant public interest in the recent discovery of numerous bodies in Houston bayous.
So 16 pulled out so far this year, and we are learning more about one of the victims. Denise Middleton here in studio with the latest on that one. Denise, good morning.
That's right. You know, one of the bodies found over the summer has now been identified, but there's still a lot of unanswered questions. The Harris County Medical Examiner confirmed that the person found was 34-year-old Salam Garza Jr. His body was recovered back in June, along with $130 in his pocket. His mother, Anissa Villarreal, says her son knew how to swim and doesn't understand how he ended up in the Buffalo Bayou. She says she's asking the Harris County Examiner's Office and HPD to continue to investigate so that her family can get some closure. Villarreal says it's been tough to process the death of her son, who was one of 2 boys in a family of 6.
He was very loving, very caring, giving. What he had, we all had. He had some mental disability. He was full-blown schizophrenic and bipolar, but he did try to manage that every day.
Villarreal says she's been told the toxicology report could take up to a year to complete. Reporting live in the studio, Denise Middleton, Fox 26 News.
Okay, Denise, thank you. Day 22 of the government shutdown, the second longest shutdown in U.S. history.
The Senate is set to vote today for the 12th time on a spending bill that would only fund the government for 30 days. But as Fox's Rebecca Castor tells us, they also need to find a way to pay essential employees.
President Donald Trump greeted by a round of applause from GOP senators attending his Rose Garden lunch Tuesday, an opportunity for Republicans to show they're united as the government shutdown drags on.
Today I'm calling on every Senate Democrat to stop the madness, to let our country get back. In the greatest moment in the history of our country in terms of wealth, these guys go on strike. It's really a shame.
We are going to keep voting to open up the government, and eventually the Democrats, hopefully sooner or later, are going to come around.
But it doesn't look like that will happen anytime soon. Democrats are adamantly withholding their votes until Republicans agree to extend expiring health insurance subsidies.
There's nothing far left or far right or center about wanting lower premiums. It's common sense. It's what the American people overwhelmingly want.
But Republican lawmakers and the White House aren't willing to negotiate until the government reopens.
Republicans have nothing to offer to Democrats who are using this for their own selfish political purposes. Plain and simple, that's what it is.
Even from the president.
The president has nothing to offer them.
In the meantime, hundreds of thousands of federal workers have been furloughed, and the FAA says travelers are feeling the impact with delays and staffing shortages at major U.S. airports. The Senate plans to take a vote later this week to pay essential employees during the shutdown, but it's not clear it has the votes to pass. In Washington, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
There were ground stops at both Houston's Bush and Hobby airports Tuesday due to staffing issues. FAA controllers and TSA agents aren't being paid during the shutdown. Many are calling in sick to work other jobs like delivery drivers. Things seem to be back on track, though, today. At last check, there were just a handful of delays and only 2 cancellations at Bush.
Let's talk about your weather today. Minus obviously the staffing issues. If you have to fly somewhere, it's good weather for that.
Oh, it is. It's lovely out there. It feels nice and cool too, Mike.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just about perfect. I mean, in fact, even for visitors coming in here, it's just about perfect. It doesn't get much nicer, but trouble is not far behind. So I want to show you that. So right now, the jet stream flow here over Houston is like tranquil. There's really nothing to it. But here over the west coast, that low represents our next weather maker. So today, this big upper level low moves into the west coast. Tomorrow, the low moves across places like Nevada and Utah. So it gets a little closer, starts to spark some thunderstorms in far west Texas, New Mexico, probably the Texas Panhandle, with a couple of sprinkles possible around here too. And then as the low gets closer here, this is on Friday with the low over Colorado. This is what you call a trough, a sharp trough. And usually like the bigger it dips down and the sharper it is, the stronger it is typically. And so that's what's going to be lurking there off to our west on Friday. And we start to see that rain spreading across the area, and it gets a lot closer to us on Saturday. So this is a look at the potential rainfall from Friday night through Saturday. And we're looking at pretty widespread 3 inches, maybe 4 inches of rain. So I would say at this point, 2 to 3 looks common. 4 to 5 is possible in a couple of isolated spots. And the main timing will be probably coming through in 2 or 3 waves, maybe one Friday night, another one Saturday morning, and then maybe another one coming up Saturday afternoon. Right now, though, couldn't be nicer. I mean, it's just spectacular out there. You'll notice a nice sort of refreshing dry breeze coming in from the northeast too. 67 at Bush, 70 at the Hobby Airport, 71 Sugar Land, and 73 on Galveston Island. We have a partly cloudy sky right now and really reasonable humidity. A dew point of 56 is nice and comfortable. Once you get it below 60, it starts to feel a lot more refreshing. The breeze coming in from the east-northeast at 10 now. Should be an east wind through the day today. Typically that does favor more humidity along the beaches and along the coastline, so watch for that. So looking great today, still pretty nice tomorrow. And then we have our Fox 26 storm alert that begins Friday night and goes through the day on Saturday due to that heavy rain threat. A few showers are possible. The timing is still a little bit tough, but it does look possible that we'll have some lingering showers for Texans tailgating, because I do believe it's a noon game. So if you're heading out there, 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, there will be a chance for rain. All right, that is Tropical Storm Melissa. It is not a threat to Texas at all, but it is going to be a threat to Cuba, to Jamaica, and to the entire island of Hispaniola here over the next several days. All right, taking it here closer to home, about 84 for Porter, for Magnolia, for Conroe, just a beautiful day with low humidity. Down into Fort Bend County, about 82 in Fresno, 83 or so around the Richmond and Rosenberg area. And along the coastline, like I mentioned, that east wind favors more humidity, but also holds your temperatures down a little bit, about 81 for Jamaica Beach and for Galveston. Sounds pretty good to me. So here is a look at the extended forecast. About 84 today, 87 tomorrow with a slight rain chance, 40% rain chance Friday, but then that jumps up Friday night into the early morning hours on Saturday. Heavy rain possible Saturday, followed by some lingering showers early Sunday.